Hello everybody, sorry for the lack of videos. I will have posted a sort of mishmash of videos from the last 2 or 3 outings before I post this one. It's been pretty tough recently, there's very little land available. I'm back on this set aside which you can see is pretty overtaken with just wild grasses and weeds and plants. I've got a new program that I'm going to try out. It's just me. I haven't told the boys that I'm out, so they'll be raging, but I didn't see any point in us all coming out unless I see whether or not this new program's going to work. So it's going to give me hopefully a lot more depth, and I'm just going to pick my way through all these little low spots and just see if there's any other signals there. So a tremendous start because I realise I've forgotten my pinpointer again, and doing it the old-fashioned way. We've got something here and I can see a bit of green. Do you see just there? Maybe a button or a stud. Let's see what we've got. That's definitely it. Peel it away. Oh, it's a bit bigger than it looked. There we go. It's part of a, looks like part of a buckle. Let's give it a wee clean up. So here we go, find number 1. It's quite promising because that is a big piece of metal and I've literally found that within the first minute. So if we've missed that, then that bodes well that there's going to be other stuff to be had. It looks like part of a buckle, I think. It's snapped, although maybe not. Not sure about that one actually. Quite erratic. But I dug it anyway because I just try to get to grips with this new signal. Can't see anything. To me it sounds like it could be a piece of coke. But let's see, break it in half. It's not there. So it's in here. Must be small, whatever it is. Can't see anything again. Break it in half again. It's in here. What's that? Is that a bit of coke? Oh, what's that? There we go. That is it. Yeah, no idea on this one. It is a little piece of bronze. It looks like it's obviously broken off something. Purpose or what it is, got no idea. Another signal, again, turning up plenty of signals. Right here, popped out. Initially I thought, oofed. It's a bit of a hammered coin, but it's not, I don't think. I think it's, no, I don't think so. So not sure on this one. Quite a chunky little piece of metal. I don't think it's silver. I can't see any detail on it, so I don't know, just a slither of aluminium, I think. So pretty reasonable. Let's see what we get. Again, another deep signal, and there it is. It's a big piece of lead. Just a few feet away, another piece of flat lead. Age unknown, could be 100 years old, could be 1,000 years old, but again, it's a good sign. Another item that's been missed. I wouldn't say it's brilliant, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. Again, a really deep signal. And do you see what I see? Right there. I think we've got a coin. Let's have a wee look. Ah, it's a button. It's a bloody button. Look, see the loop on the back there. So there we are. It is a button. And it looks like it's plain. There's possibly been some decoration on there at some point, but it's long gone. Probably dates to sometime between the 1700s and the probably early to middle of the 1800s. A really faint signal there. I'm down probably about 9 or 10 inches, and it's just come out in that last spade. and it sounds very good. It sounds more like a coin now. This is why you shouldn't forget your pinpointer. Oh, we're in here. There it is there, look. It is a coin. Beauty, first coin of the day. Looks, oh well. Oh no, there's a head, maybe. Is it? Not sure. It's probably going to be Georgian. Quite chunky. Let's give it a clean up and see. Now look at that. Absolute cracker. Britannia on the reverse, seated with the shield and trident. More importantly, we've got a date, or at least a partial date, 1799, possibly 1790. Can't quite make out that last number. But the secret with these coins is don't wet them, dry them out, and then start giving them a gentle rub, and it brings out the high spots. Other side, not as good. Oh, actually, no, it is actually as good. Didn't look that good a minute ago. Georgius III de Gracia Rex. So George III by the grace of God. And that is a very nice coin. So this is why you should always remember to bring your pinpointer. This machine is phenomenal at finding small objects. This is 5 or 6 inches deep. Tiny, tiny little fragment of tin foil. And obviously if that was a hammered coin or a piece of a hammered coin, I would be discovering it. This one, well worth a dig. Oh. Well, sounded better than that. There we go. We're out the hole on the first scoop. There we go, right here. Looks like a button. And it looks like a military type button. We've had quite a few off this field. It's got the loop still on the back. Got some lettering there as well. And on this side, definitely looks like there's something. So there we go, there's the reverse. Lovely big loop still there. There is some lettering. Normally it says something along the lines of the Strand in London. There was a big button manufacturer based there who made all kinds of buttons for the military and such like. But on this side, it is definitely a regimental button. Looks like we've got a lion on the left and we've got a unicorn on the right. And then it looks like we've got a small lion at the top above a crown. And then we've got probably the regiment coat of arms there in the middle. And some Latin inscription at the bottom. It's going to need a proper clean up when I get home, but it's almost certainly a Scottish regimental button. Probably sometime, I would think, around about the First World War, but it could be into the Second World War. So lying practically on the surface, a great big piece of a horseshoe, an iron horseshoe. So this is from one of the old Shire horses, the big Clydesdales that would have pulled the plough back before tractors. Another good signal. Oh, that sounds like a coin to me. So we came out the hole there on that last signal. And it still sounds good, and I'm pretty sure I saw a glint of silver. Was it a button? Was it a coin? Or was it a piece of foil? Is that there? Nope. There it is. It's a coin. It's not a 10 pence, is it? Defence. It's an old one. It's an old one. That's going to be a lion on the back. There we go. It's a shilling, I think. I think it's a shilling. Normally a date about there, I think, but there we go, a lion. Right, this is pretty solid. Let me give it a clean off camera. So here it is with a clean up. It's a little bit worn. You can see the Shamrock of Ireland, the Rose of England and the Thistle of Scotland at the bottom. I think it's a shilling and it's a bit worn on this side. I think that would be Britannia Rex Fidei Defensor, and it means King of the Britons, Defender of the Faith. Now I thought it was going to be George V. I got a surprise because it's George IV. Georgius IV, which is 4, De Gratia, by the grace of God. George IV, by the grace of God. 1826. Now, I don't think I've ever had a coin of George IV of this type in silver. So that is fantastic. George IV famously visited Scotland in 1822. He was the first monarch in almost 200 years. Charles II in 1651 was the last monarch of Britain to visit Scotland. George IV came and it was a huge event. It was orchestrated by Sir Walter Scott, the novelist, who had basically put Scotland back on the map again with these fantastic novels. And Scotland became a hugely popular tourist destination. George IV came and he famously wore a kilt as he walked along what's now George IV Street, which is named after him. And he wore the kilt too short, to the point I think it looked like a miniskirt. And as he walked along the road with all the Scottish people all standing there cheering, they all burst out laughing because he looked so ridiculous. But he didn't realise, he thought they were applauding him, when in actual fact they were taking the mickey out of him. Poor old George. But there we go, George IV, 1826. And I'm pretty sure that is a shilling. Another digger. Sounds like a coin again. Let's see what we get. We are out the hole at the first scoop. And that's my watch. Let's change hands. This is why you really need a pinpoint probe. You don't realise how much you need it until you haven't got it. So we're somewhere in here. Don't see anything obvious. Oh my god. Ah, gold. Gold button. Oh, God's sake. It is, it's a button. God, when you see that flash of gold, oh, your heart jumps for a second. So there we go. It's the best we can do. We've got a little, I don't know, maybe an eagle. It is, it's possibly a livery button, which is, estates used to have all their employees wearing a waistcoat or a jacket with the same type of button, which would be the family crest or coat of arms. Or it could be a military button. Doesn't look to me like it's going to be a military button though. Doesn't look like a regiment that I recognise. So I'm probably going to say it's a gold gilded livery button. And I'm sure I've had one of these before. Can't remember if it's off this field or not, but I'll need to have a look through my other buttons, see if it matches. So cracking. You see a bit of gold and your heart jumps, but not to be on this occasion, but still, nice find. This could be my last find of the day. Sounds like a coin. Let's see what we get. Well, I don't even need to dig for this one, look. Just went to put the spade in, and that is right on the surface. God, the ground's hard. Looks like a coin or a button. And it is, I think, a coin. It's a coin. We don't have a loop. Well, that's surprising. I thought it was going to be Victoria because the George V coins normally come out of this field in great condition. Maybe this one's kind of been fried on the surface, but George V, by the grace of God, King of the Britons, Defender of the Faith. How's that for a statement? You can just make out half penny, and date wise it's going to be a struggle, I think, on this one. I think there's a 3 and a 1, 1931. So every time you say you're heading home, that seems to be when you get another signal. Sounds like a good one again. Hopefully something nice to finish off the day. We're out the hole. We're somewhere in this pile of earth. Somewhere in here. Oh, nothing obvious. Am I going blind? Maybe it's a small one. Oh, where's it gone? Where has it gone? My God. Ah, in here. Definitely still in here. It is there. Oh my God, it's another silver coin. It's another silver. Double silver. Oh, the boys are going to be absolutely raging. You beauty. Queen Victoria, a young Queen Victoria. I think what they call a bun head, because her hair is in a bun. So Victoria de Britannia Regina, so the reign of Queen Victoria. The FD, I'm sure that's, can't remember, Defender of the Faith or something, it's an abbreviation. And on this side, oh, it's actually got a hole in it. Got a date there, 1883. And it's a threepence, or a 3 pence. And there is a hole in it. See there? It's got earth in it. Definitely a hole. Yep, there you go, look, clear as day. So that looks like it's probably been worn on a necklace. And there we go, there's the summary. So that's, I suppose, the best finds from just probably about bang on 3 hours. So coins, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 coins, 3 buttons, and then various bits of lead. So we've got what I think is a George III halfpenny, 1797. Queen Victoria silver threepence, 1883. Beautiful George IV, I think it's a shilling, 1826. Then this, what I thought was a gold coin, which turned out to be a gold button with the eagle on it. Another couple of buttons here, the one on the right with the loops plain, but this one here in the centre is a military button. It's got a unicorn and a lion on it, and there's definitely some sort of motto going on in the middle. George V halfpenny, 1930 something. And then a few bits of lead, a few big lumps of lead, and then quite a few of these little fragments, one of bronze, a few what I think are aluminium pieces. That is a pretty fantastic effort for me. 2 nice silver coins and 4 coins in total, and a couple of lovely buttons as well. Tremendous. Great few hours. Thanks for watching.